lot of times we make a data set by importing like a CSV file. Here's an example of making a data set by hand. So here are some information about the most recent 4 dogs that my mom has owned. And it's like the breed of the dog followed by the year it was born. Sometimes it's just a guess on my part. So I've saved that. It's a list of lists. And let's turn this into a data set. So how can I do that? Well, remember that assuming we don't have row names and only have column names, then it's going to be a list of associations. So I need to somehow turn these inside lists, like this inside list, into an association. So I want to do something to every inside list. So that's a good chance to use the second type of iterator. So let me do table. And it's going to iterate over each of the pairs in this dogs list. So for each X in the dogs list. And then what do I want to do? Well, I want to make an association. And let's use association thread. And these are going to be the values. So X is going to be the values, like for example, first value, English setter, second value, 1980. And so now I need to say what are the keys going to be. And let's call it breed for the first key, and let's say year of birth for the second. And that looks pretty good. Let's wrap it inside a data set and see if it works. Yep, that looks very good. Okay, so what if now we want to convert from, for example, English setter into an entity representing English setter? How can I do that? Okay, well, let me call this, how about DogDS? And then, so I want to apply a function to each of the entries in this breed column. How can I do that? So I'm going to use DogDS. And then I want to do it to all the entries in the column. So that's why I have this all here. And then I say that breed, I want to replace that with interpreter. And then what is allowed to go here? Well, we can look up entity value. And these are the possible first arguments. And the one I'm going to use is here, DogBreed. And then the input is going to be whatever the entry is in the breed column. Okay, so let me put a pound sign here and then finish the pure function with an ampersand. And so while it's thinking, how you're supposed to think about this is a function that takes as input any of these elements in the breed column. Okay, for example, this one, this English setter one, that input goes into this pound sign. And then we run it through the interpreter and try to find what is the dog breed corresponding to that string. Okay, it looks like it worked, and I didn't save it, so let me name it, how about new DS? Okay, perfect. And now what if I want to add a column involving a picture of each of these dog breeds? How can I do that? So I can do new DS. I want to do this for every row, so that's what the all is. And then let me use this notation. So I'm going to keep the original 2 columns, and then I'm also going to put in a new picture column. So picture is going to go to pound breed brackets image. And then I finish this association, and then I put the ampersand. So it might take a little while it's getting these images, but yep, that looked like it worked.